Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Tina Lewis, defending champion of Leadville for the 2013 race. How you doing, Tina?
Good.
You've had a tough decision to make. This spring you got injured after running the North Face 100 over in China, right?
Mm-hmm.
What went down with your injury? How did it happen? What exactly was wrong?
Well, thankfully it didn't happen while I was in China, but it happened when I got back, kind of when I was in my jet lag post-China coma, and it was probably one of my first runs coming back after 2 weeks of just kind of resting. And I was running down the first flat iron in Boulder, just kind of bombing downhill, and landed on a rock, and my foot kind of flared open and fractured my metatarsal. So.
Have you had a stress fracture before, or was this
no
first time?
Yeah.
Acute injury?
I mean, I think there's some predisposing stress there, because in China there's a lot of cement and steps and cobblestone, and so I think my feet took a bit of a beating there because I did the Great Wall Marathon as well, and it's all on
hard stone,
cement and stone. So yeah.
Gotcha. And you thought that might take you out for a little while, but you were still hopeful to run Western States.
Yeah.
When did you find out you couldn't go back there?
Well, I think originally I couldn't get my MRI, so they thought it was just a bone contusion. So yeah, I was just hopeful that it would just clear up one day, and then as long as I was able to kind of run the week of, I would have been happy with doing Western. But I was still in my boots and couldn't even walk pain-free, so I'm just sometimes a little unrealistic and a bit of a dreamer. So.
And it's probably a good decision you didn't run Western States because you were still not running until pretty much August, right?
Yeah.
When did you start?
Just a few weeks ago.
So what's the longest run you've done? And how much training have you done?
Going up Hope, just to the top of Hope and coming down. So just a few hours. So not much. I just didn't want to push it, to refracture, and trying to be smart. Although running 100 miles probably isn't too smart. But the doctor gave me kind of the green light.
Your foot's good to go?
They think that as soon as it's healed, that it's healed. So.
Gotcha. Although you couldn't run for a pretty long time, was it? Over 2 months?
2 months.
2 months?
Yeah.
You did train. What did you do when you had to take time off?
So I did some biking. I was able to bike, and I couldn't hike or I couldn't really walk, but I could bike because it kept my foot stable. So I did some good bike rides. So I feel like I maintained some fitness, just not endurance. I love to mountain bike, but I didn't think that was kind of wise with a broken foot, so I road biked, and I got in 2 decent rides, but the rest were all, under an hour.
So you're coming into this week, pre-race week. You also have an entry in Pikes Peak Marathon as an alternative run.
Right.
How did you decide to give Leadville a go this year?
Well, my heart's here. I got the invite to Pikes Peak Marathon and thought that would be a wise decision. But one of my friends asked me, where's your heart? And my heart's here in Leadville. I've been here, lived in Colorado 5 years, and I've been here every year, either doing the bike race or the run. And it's just kind of like a year without Christmas if I don't do it. And yeah.
So everybody, any runner, whether you're elite or middle of the pack, can face the decision of having injured before the race, coming into a race with a slight injury. How did you weigh those pros and cons of not having much training, coming off of a pretty severe injury, versus really wanting to do the event? Because that's a pretty common feeling. You invest a lot of time and energy in these things.
Well, my heart's here, so I think that's pretty important. I'm well rested. I've put on a few pounds, so that's good reserve when, if I can't eat during the race. The desire is there, of course, and I think I'm maintaining fitness. So for the short term, I think I'll do okay. I just, have no idea what's going to happen out there, and I guess I'm willing to give it a risk.
So last year you came in really good shape and had probably had a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Does it change your race plan at all? Coming in off this long break of no running?
I don't think so. I don't really think about it too much, really. I never actually have a plan going into a race. I just kind of race my own race, and I don't really pay attention to who else is out there until later on in the race. Can't control everybody else's race day. So yeah, I don't really have a plan.
You probably have a plan for what you're going to wear on your feet on Saturday. You got to protect those. What do you mix a road, trail? What are you going to be wearing out there?
I'm going to be wearing my Solomon Sense. Yeah, love those shoes.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, best of luck out there and have fun.
Yeah, thanks. I'll try to have fun.